Okay, so as I had started to state earlier, it's a little bit heavy. I'm going to be doing an inspection on my hive. I'm a second year new, I'm going to call myself still a new beekeeper. I'm going into my second year. I still have just the one hive that I started with. It made it through winter very well. Happy with that. Um, no, no pests, or other than a few small hive beetles that I've seen in past inspections. I did account for that with a beetle trap, buster trap. But anyway, well, this is a little bit heavy. I hope it doesn't keep coming down over my eyes. But I'm going to try my first attempt here at filming with both my iPhone 6, as I'm talking into now. And I'm going to leave that running in the background. And I'm also going to be using this GoPro knockoff, this Akaso camera. And I'm going to be looking for multiple things. I need to replace one of the mediums as it's not properly sized. That's another story in itself. But I'm also going to be looking for drone comb. And I am also going to be looking to see if there are any queen swarm cells, which would tell me that this hive is getting ready to take off, at least half of it or so. And I don't want that to happen. In fact, my plan here in a few weeks, depending on today's inspection and everything, is to make a split, which would then take some of the bees from the original colony along with the queen. They call that a reverse split. I will be moving the queen and part of the colony, frames of brood and everything, and then trying to get a second hive started. So, okay, enough talk. Let me get started here. So I want to. Okay, we're filming. Put this back, and let's start here. Got a lot of bees here in the front. Let me get my smoker. I'm going to calm them down. Let's see if I've got any that looks pretty good. I don't see any in there. I do see a stink bug though. So I'm going to set that down for now. And boy, this camera is just, I'm going to have to go to a chest strap, I think. And they've got some good propolis buildup here. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. As you can see, there's new frames in here that I put in. I checkerboarded. I did not have any combed frame. Combed over, meaning where they've either had brood or honey stored or pollen. All I had is all I had was brand new frames. So I'm not really expecting anything there right now. They're not, apparently, from what I understand, they're not producing wax yet in their wax glands. But I did want to see if I did see any kind of evidence of anything in there. Very active. Wow. Very cool. Very cool. They actually did comb that out. Wow. It was only that outside frame that they had not done that with. So they're expanding. And that's all drone comb down there at the bottom. I'm constantly having to adjust this veil, which is not very good. This one is also getting combed over. Really great. I just wasn't expecting that. And they're storing new honey. I went into this winter with 2 full supers, medium supers with honey. I know from experienced beekeepers that was probably overkill. However, as my first year, I decided not to take any honey from them and to give them an opportunity to make sure that they had plenty to eat, of food. And there's a full frame of honey, and it's a bit heavy. And let's see this frame here. It doesn't look like nothing's happened there. Okay, so we're looking good there. A little more smoke on here. This is the box that I want to replace. This was made, I really appreciate that my friend had given me this, but it is not the right size. As you can see, the drone comb, I'm losing, they got ripped open when I removed this lid, and that's not good. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this off, and I really wish I had a mentor, someone that lived near me, because I'm doing a lot of this work based on stuff I've read or seen, but call it going on my own, I guess. So I'm gonna put these frames just the way I'm finding them in here, in the same order, and I'll be able to also have an opportunity to visually inspect them, as well as to get them moved over. So I'm gonna loosen all this propolis. They're stuck together pretty good. I checked all these just 2 weeks ago. This one's really stuck. There we go. Let me start moving some of these over right now. This is where I want to use this little device too. I forget what it's called, but it's just a frame puller, I guess. Comes in pretty handy. Makes it a little bit easier to remove them without damaging them and so on. And so here we go. That one is obviously full of honey. And it looks like this one is also. By the way, as you can see, I'm not wearing gloves. I usually do. And if I don't get stung today, I'll be surprised. But that always happens. Usually it's my fault. I start moving too quickly. And I'm going to... This is where they might not like me too much. But I'm going to hit this with a little bit of smoke and then take off this... The smoke, they don't really like it, obviously, but it does dull the pheromones. So if one of them does sting me, maybe it won't travel to the rest of the colony. Get off there. Try to do this fairly gently. And maybe keep these from sticking as much. Got some on the other side. Oh boy, Like I said, I'm hoping that they don't get angry with me. So far, so good. Alright, there's the third one. And the other reason I'm filming this is so that I can review, and I'll be able to see things maybe I missed in this inspection, because I don't want to keep them disturbed for too long. I really don't want to do that. Now let's see here. This one's like, let's see here. Wow, we've got brood all the way up here into the... Whoops, those two are stuck together. Well, I'm not using a queen excluder. I may need to end up doing that, because they're putting some brood here in the, what is this, the third super. Boy, this heck, okay. I'm starting to sweat too, so it's sliding on me a little bit. Wow, that was from the last inspection, I guess. A piece of wood got in there. I'd laid that on the ground. Oh, wonderful. Frame's broken here. Okay, well, so we do have some drone capped brood, honey, looks like I'm seeing some larvae down in there. Okay, well, okay, I need to I'm hoping that by putting them in this new properly sized medium super, that I don't have this problem again with torn up cells. Thankfully, well, I say thankfully, they're drones. Drones are only for mating with the queen. They'll take off here, and that's their function. The worker bees, if I was destroying worker bee cells, that would be upsetting, because we really need those. Wow, look at all these that are ripped up. I better put some smoke on them again, just in case. I really hate to see these guys die, but I'm hoping what I'm doing today solves this problem for future inspections and just the life of the colony. So this queen is moving all over the place. If this continues, this is good though, because I'll have plenty of brood, if it continues, to move over to the new hive along with the queen. And then ultimately what I'm hoping, God willing and the creek don't rise, is that they rear a new queen in the old hive. That's what I'm planning on trying to do. Trying to be careful here. I don't want to kill one for all the reasons, and I don't want to get stung. Look at this. So lots of that's all capped honey, which was what this frame was all about to begin with. They must have eaten that honey and are placing more in there. Okay, just one frame left here, and it's full. At least on this side it is. Wow, I hope that queen's not in there. I better really, okay, this is a little bit of a tight squeeze. Gently, gently, gently. I wonder if she's in there. That was a pretty good tight bunch. I marked my queen here literally about a month or so ago, before the last inspection. And because I'm seeing evidence of what she's doing, I'm really not concerned this time about finding her again. Boy, that's tight. Okay, so that's done. I got it in the new box, which I wanted to do. I'm gonna have to shake those bees into here when I'm ready. This one's up high, and so is this one. I did mark her. If I do, she'll be easier to spot anyway. Wow. Yeah. Very, they're doing quite well. Take a look in through the other camera and see if... Yeah, see? This breaks my heart. I hate to see that. I don't think they like me doing that either. So let's take a look in here in these frames. My boy, oh boy, is it just in a couple of weeks the amount of buildup where they're sealing their... Let me, where did I put my, there it is. This is a handy tool too to hang frames. Okay, we've got honey, 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 honey. Uh-oh, moved a little too fast there. Boy, they're storing a lot. I'm going to, I think I'm going to be putting some empty frames because I'm really concerned, or I've been advised that there's some folks that are dealing with honey being honey bound, where they're putting away, you know, a lot of honey, and then the queen doesn't have a place to lay her eggs. Although I'm not seeing that as a problem in here. Things look pretty good. Seeing a lot of activity, a lot of comb there. take a look. So far, I've not seen any swarm cells. I mean, I know I've not opened every single frame here, but I'm not seeing evidence of them getting ready to do that. Definitely going to go with the chest, I think, mount for this camera, because this is just weighing down on my head and it keeps pulling forward. Lots of, once again, lots of capped worker bee brood. Let's see if I can get in really close here. Those are empty cells, I guess. Oh, there's larvae right there. I don't know if this camera is going to be picking this up well. I'm going to bring this up to the... I'm going to assume it's focused in. Okay, well, I don't have a cameraman. I'm a one-man show here, so... it is what it is. Okay, and wow, lots of honey going on here. Of course, I'm into the 2 frames and the outer edges. This one's all capped, and looking at this one here, so they got plenty to eat. I don't need to feed them sugar syrup. Definitely do not need to do that. So I'm going to call this frame a wrap. Get the other, you know, put this back. Once again, there's drone cells right in here. Not a lot of them. This is fine. Which is fine, I should say. Trying to be careful here. It's really sticking a lot. I believe this was my... See, I should have... I believe this was the second one. and I'm running a 10 frame hive. I tell you, when these things are full of honey, they are heavy. All right, let me take that off. And I'm going to check, last but not least, into the main brood chamber, which is a... Oh, good, that one's not stuck. I think I can just pull this one right off. Whoops. No, maybe not so much. There we go. Okay, girls, take it easy. Take it easy. Up, there's the first sting. Ah! Okay, get that stinger out. Oh, that booger starts. Let me, oh boy, let me work some smoke here. What's beekeeping without a sting? Probably should have been doing a little more than I was. I'm gonna smoke this arm. And I think I got the stinger out. These eyes of mine, I'm going to have to check that later. Stinger comes out. It's very short duration. Yeah, it's really hard to do sometimes when it's... I say the last, the main here, the whole hive wants to It wants to move off that the bottom board. All right, let me regroup here a minute, see what I need. Yeah, you know, that since day one, since I started this hive, those outer frames were never fully combed over. And just it's been that way since I started. Okay, I'm not going to pull every one of these out. I'm going to take a quick look down inside between them. Mainly because I don't like to keep them keep it open for too long. Additionally, it's still winter. It's supposed to rain this afternoon and tomorrow. I normally don't even like to do inspections on a day like today. It's cloudy. For whatever the reason is, apparently bees do not. Maybe they know rain's coming. I don't know. So, okay. A lot of empty. It looks like a lot of empty cells. I'm going to take one of these out. I'm going to take a look at one of these. So right there. Okay, so I've got what looks like a lot of pollen, and a lot of empty cells. I think they're storing pollen. Yeah, I see him walking around with pollen in there. Let's just pull this one out here. A little bit of three-dimensional stuff going on here. I don't really like that, but I'm not going to scrape it off. And I do have larvae. This is a mixed bag in here. Honey, larvae, pollen. I see some orange pollen in there. So I don't see any swarm cells. I don't see any queen cells, supersedure cells. See all the, camera's picking this up. There's quite a few bees walking around there with pollen. So okay. And I'm not really seeing any pests. I'm not seeing the beetles walking around, which is good. I did see some of those, a few. My last inspection. Oops, they're getting a little rambunctious. I don't want any more stings today if I can help it. I got a feeling that queen's up in that second or third box. Seeing I'm not sure. I was told I should have been probably stepping down the size of this hive without having 3 mediums on it, but I think it's too late to do that now. I mean, I'm going to try to get some advice on that because you know, there's just activity going on everywhere, and I don't. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, ladies, take it easy, take it easy. Let me take that out. Let's see here. Hit them with a little more smoke. I don't want to kill any. Putting them back if I can help it. Because they get mad when you do that. They get mad when you kill them. Oh no, I think I just heard a crunch. Be nice. Oh boy, yeah, see, whoops, there's that. This is one I've got to repair. I forgot about this broken piece here. Let me get that in there, and I got to get that fixed. I was actually hoping they would seal it themselves. Sorry, buddy. And this was the one that I switched over. Was it? Yeah, this was number 2. Once again, I got a lot of bees here. Climb back down inside for a few minutes, ladies. Alright. There we go. That's heavy. I'm going to say that's about 30 some pounds. Oh. Yeah, that's about. And let's see, what else? And here's the last one. Come on, they're already.